One of the main things about offense, defense, football camps that sets them apart from the rest is that they're full contact. Why is that such a cornerstone in your camps?
Well, it's one of the things that certainly sets us apart from anybody else's camp. It really is it's a much more difficult camp to run. I mean, there's an awful lot more that needs to go into it, a lot more planning, a lot more care needs to be taken in the curriculum that you're putting together for kids at this stage of the game. But the main point is it's the only way you're going to be able to learn in this environment. It's the only way you're going to learn football is to get out and actually practice it and get out and actually do it. You're not going to be able to talk to a young man about the theory of a block, the theory of a tackle. He's actually going to have to go do it, and he's going to have to do it a lot to get good at it. It's just like anything else. So the kids have to practice this stuff, and it's so important, though, that they're in an environment where the curriculum is proper, where kids are matched up, where they've got experienced coaches, professional coaches watching over them and making sure that they're getting these lessons brought to them in the right way.
Now, as a parent, when I hear full contact, I think, oh no, my child's going to get hurt. How do you go about preventing that from happening?
Yeah, it does. We have a very, very low incidence of injury, and it's because of this curriculum. It's because of the way we teach the kids, and we've got experienced coaches. Most of our coaches are all NFL and college coaches, so they do this for a living, so they know what they're doing. We've been doing this for 40 years. And we have very, very low incidence of injury, lower than any organized program in the United States, lower than any NFL team, lower than any college team, lower than any high school team, lower than any youth team, lower than any organization. And the reason for that really is because of the progression that we have in introducing contact to the kids. It's brought to them in stages. We walk before we run. So the kids know what they're doing. They've practiced the technique over and over again, walking before it's introduced a little bit faster. The coaches are watching over them, so they're teaching them in the right way. So a young man's not dropping his head when he's going to go tackle. He's keeping his head up, his eyes open, and he sees what's going on. So we've got the technique down. I think most importantly, we're matched up. In our environment, the kids are put together in homogeneous groups, age, size, weight, experience, personality, we call it. What we're really talking about is aggressiveness. So those kids are all matched up into their own group. So we've got boys that are of a like size, of a like experience level, and we've got some kids that come to our camp and they're not really sure of themselves. They haven't had a lot of experience, so they're really not sure what to expect. So they're a little bit more tentative. We've got other kids that, man, they've been waiting to come to this camp all year long, and they're ready to tie one on. So we've got to make sure that those kids are in the proper group so that they're going to learn. Our goal is to challenge everybody, but at the same time, we want to make sure that we're doing it efficiently and we're doing it in a safe manner. And so that's really one of the reasons why we've been able to do it for 40 years without insurance companies shutting us down. I mean, it's a very safe environment when you do it right.
Now, there are certain high schools that have rules against contact.
Yep.
How do you?
Yeah, there are some states in the country. There's 3 or 4 states. I believe Michigan is one. I think Alabama is one. Ohio is one. I mean, they have modified contact rules, non-contact rules in the summer for camps and programs like that. They don't allow their kids to have full contact in their states during the summer at a camp. That really was done, I think, way back for a number of reasons. I think safety was one of the reasons, but it wasn't the only. It was to create a level playing field so some kids wouldn't get more training than other kids. And I think that really was one of the main reasons. It wasn't just a safety issue. And so consequently what we do is as we've grown and expanded as a company with the number of camps that we have, whenever we go into these states, we certainly abide by and we honor the schoolboy rules that are there. So we're going to comply with all the schoolboy rules for the high school age kids. So we're going to teach football in accordance with the way they want us to teach football in that state. Now once you go over the state lines, however, then we might be in a state that has, most of the other states are full contact in the summer. And again, our belief is always has been, that if we introduce contact correctly, we're going to be able to teach the kids a lot more. So we're going to have a contact perhaps outside of the state of Ohio or Alabama. And those kids from Ohio and Alabama and the states that have it are able to come over to those states and legally play in our contact camps, participate in our camps without injuring any kind of status, of playing status that they might have in their own state. So we would urge anybody to call us if they've got any questions about that. It is confusing. It's a difficult thing for parents to deal with because they're being told and given a lot of information that just isn't accurate. It's very difficult for them to make a decision when they're not getting proper information. But if they want to call us, if they want to call their state school boards, they can probably get some information that way. But we suggest that they keep their eyes open. We certainly do. We're watching out for these rules, and we don't want to put anyone in a position where they're going to injure their playing status.
Thanks for clearing that up. Now, where can you go to find out more information about our camp?
o-d.com. They can go to our website at www.o-d.com and get information on that. And again, call us. Lots of times they have specific issues, so don't hesitate to call us at Offense Defense at area code 843-903-1888 if they've got any questions.